Welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, the original print-on-demand niches show where I'm going to be sharing 5 opportunities for you to increase your sales, starting with the organic top 10 bestsellers on Amazon, the #1 e-commerce website in the world, and my favorite place to sell print-on-demand. Well, here are the top 10. As you may know, we had the July 4th holiday here in the US over the weekend, and well, the top 10 best-selling shirts are all in the July 4th niche. However, that's not really too helpful because, well, it's behind us now. Maybe in 2027 we can circle back to the July 4th niche, but currently it's not helping too much. So we're going to move on to niche number 1 because this is a forward-looking show. So niche number 1, and this is going to be based on newly uploaded products to Amazon that have already generated sales. So niche number 1 this week is the pointing Statue of Liberty. Now, I have a hunch as to the origin of this trend because I've seen people memeing it on Twitter. Given that fact, it was a professional athlete doing it. You got to use your discretion as to whether or not you want to sell in this niche. But in my opinion, it had to be the top trend of the day because, well, there are newly uploaded products that were just recently posted in the last few days that are selling. You know, if it sells at all, that could be a big indication of an emerging trend. And there's definitely a few different shirts here behind me that have been uploaded just in the last 24 to 48 hours. So you got the pointing Statue of Liberty. One says Liberty has spoken. The next one says the point is to win the game. Don't point at me. The next two say Liberty has spoken. And then the one behind me here says the point is to win the game. Moving on, niche number 2. And this is just going to be blanket statement, new potential trends. If you guys didn't know, I use software called Merch Dominator to do these videos. Without that tool, I don't think it's realistic at all for me to go to Amazon, look at every single listing's creation date, and then manually check if they have a BSR. Merch Dominator has automation set up to go and fetch those products for us. So all I do is log into Merch Dominator, sort by newest, and then I see products like the ones you see behind me here that do just that. They go look at Amazon, they look for the new uploads that have already sold, and we look for trends. So you can see the one says ECC, so I guess Mexico's something slogan for, I'm guessing, their soccer team, YSISI question mark. Okay. Next one says pinball makes me say bad words. Next one says, on my way to the genderless bathroom to take a she/it. Next one says, tall enough to break your kneecaps. Next one says, this dog thing escalated quickly. Next one says, ER nurse. Next one says, disappointments, all of you. And it's got Jesus holding a pit bull. Next one says, Smeagol. Or no, it says Smeagol. And it is based on the Lord of the Rings. I would not sell that. The next one says, Sophie points. Next one says, I'm ready to crush second grade. Here's 10 more, guys. Basically, what this is saying is after July 4th, the predictable calendar niche demand that we can typically lean into dissipates a little bit. And as a result, well, you get to choose. Do you want to start preparing for the next big predictable print-on-demand holiday, or do you want to go and chase the potential emerging trends? You know, we're already seeing a repeat of the ECC Mexico shirt. So, I mean, hey, could be some potential there. Just as an example, if you look for overlaps in the newest section, you can potentially find those emerging trends that might be paying you week after week, month after month. If you remember just a year ago, the 6-7 trend, which, sorry if you haven't heard that in a while, but that trend was printing money for so many POD sellers for just week after week, month after month, over a year. And it started here in Merch Dominator's newest section and me calling attention to it very early on, just like I try to do every single week here with different emerging trends. All right, there's 10 more. So we give 30 potential emerging trends, guys. If you're in Merch Dominator, which is linked below if you want to check it out, you can just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and find more and more and more. Moving on, niche number 3. Oh, before we get to niche number 3, below in the description, I have a free print-on-demand mini course that I'll deliver to you via email if you sign up, and check out my print-on-demand Facebook group, also linked below. Niche number 3, how about Cabo Verde or Cape Verde? Now, here's the thing. Before you freak out at me in the comments, at least one person wanted to. I know that they're a World Cup team. I know that, you know, it's people that buy this are probably because Cape Verde was on TV. I actually was I don't even really care that much about soccer. I like the NFL. Yes, I support Team USA. I'm going to watch the games. Go Team USA, by the way. I do have my jersey. I'm going to put it on upstairs after this. But I was watching the Cape Verde game because who'd they play recently where it was like 3-2 and they looked like they had a fighting chance. It was impressive. No, they played Argentina. They played the defending World Cup champs. Yeah, that was crazy. Anyways, Cape Verde shirts, and that this is where it sounds like terrible advice for a print-on-demand seller, but I do just want to be clear, like, me saying Cape Verde shirts are selling well is not necessarily me endorsing that you sell them. Everybody's account is their own. You get to decide what to do with it. Should you risk it potentially? At the end of the day, though, Cape Verde, Cabo Verde is a country no matter what, whether there's a World Cup or not. And should it be allowed to upload a t-shirt that says the name of the country? In my opinion, yes. And if you look at Amazon and you have the Merch Dominator Chrome extension, you can actually see on Amazon when the listings were created, even though I did crop it out behind me, I apologize, but you would be able to scroll down and see. There are new uploads that are getting published, which doesn't always mean that every upload will get published. But in this case, I mean, there's new, you can even see like new on Amazon in past month. You can see it on a few of them. And then you can also see like the one right here behind me, 400 plus sold in the, or bought in the past month, okay? Here's 10 more Cape Verde, Cabo Verde shirts. This one has a 14,000 BSR and over 2,000 sold in the last month. Hey guys, I mean, do with that information what you will. Shout out to their team, by the way, even though they got sent home. Definitely exceeded expectations. What was funny is they advanced and they never won a game. But still, it's like, that was a cool story. I mean, again, I don't even watch the news. I don't watch sports. If I'm watching sports, I have it muted. But that was a really cool story. And as a print-on-demand trend, it is trending with or without you. I did just want to call attention to it, though, because we are definitely at a bit of a slowdown for niches. Obviously, July 4th is behind us. This is a trend that is sustaining many POD sellers currently. Whether or not you choose to participate, completely up to you. All right, moving on. Niche number 4, and it has to be back to school. Let's look ahead to some safer niches. You should still always check trademarks. To some predictable, big demand, big print-on-demand calendar holidays. Obviously, back to school is going to start to trend at the end of July, in August, right? If you're a teacher, shout out to you. You probably don't want to think about going back already. As a t-shirt seller, though, if you're watching this, you do want to think about it because, well, those POD sales are still sustaining throughout summer. I mean, look at the BSRs. 200K, 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 300, 300, 300, 300, 400, 400. Those are making pretty regular sales. And, I mean, we know that they're gonna most likely see increased demand as you get closer to August and even into September. So back to school has to be niche number 8. And I mean, here's just a few examples. The first shirt says, "Here we go again." I mean, welcome back. The next one says, "Hello, 3rd grade. I'm ready to crush kindergarten. Bruh, I'm in 2nd grade. Here we go again." I mean, welcome back. 5th grade, game on kindergarten. 2nd grade dream team. Bruh, I'm in 1st grade. 2nd grade with the croquette ribbons. Assistant principal, 1st grade. Bruh, we back. Happy to see your face, etc. Ready to crush kindergarten with the dinosaurs, of course. So that is niche number 4, back to school. Now, moving on, niche number 5. Somebody predict niche number 5 for me in the comments. I bet at least one person is going to get this right. So niche number 5, I had to do it, even though it's early July. It is the next biggest print-on-demand calendar niche with massive demand. I don't think back to school counts as a calendar niche because it's kind of like a whole month or 30-day plus span. I'm talking about a single day holiday, kind of like July 4th. Now, unless I missed something, I'm pretty sure that should be Halloween, and that is October 31st. Now, that's a ways away, but Halloween to me is like the best print-on-demand holiday that is like got the print-on-demand element to it, because when I think of print-on-demand, I think wearables, I think apparel first and foremost, and of course, with Halloween, you're wearing the POD shirts at a minimum, maybe a hat too, maybe a sweatshirt, etc. You can go further than that, by the way. You could have done the print-on-demand Cape Verde flags. You know what I mean? It might not be an Amazon merch product, but you can still sell it through Seller Central, which a lot of you guys I know are still not on Seller Central, and you should be, in my opinion. But anyways, niche number 5, Halloween. Yes, we're early, but if you don't feel like chasing these new potentially emerging trends, then you might as well get ready and treat yourself to a massive start to the 4th quarter in October, specifically October 31st. It barely counts, but it is in October. And I mean, yeah, all your sales are in the run up to Halloween anyways. Niche number 5 has to be Halloween. So you can see, bruh, I'm a pirate. You can see the F dash caw dash F. You can see Vampire bites again, and it's a cat. You can see the Skull and Crossbones, the Ghostbusters. I would skip that. That's a movie. The Death Metal Skeleton Hand, the Slasher Summer, the Tomato Ketchup outfit, the Duck costume shirt, the Cat costume shirt, Mustard costume shirt, Summerween. So summer times Halloween. There you go, Summerween. Pretend I'm Canadian, the jack-o'-lantern face, the frog, the banana, the spicy hot sauce. All right, there you go. There's some Halloween shirts, guys. Never too early for those because we know Halloween is massive every year. All right, emerging trends. Here we go. These are all outperforming their 90-day average BSR. So it could be indicative of emerging trends. It could be indicative of passing trends as well. It all depends. I know a lot of the July 4th stuff probably going to fade away after this, but yeah, and then some evergreens. I don't know if there's much signal there. Oh, pretend I'm an alien. There you go. So you've already got a Halloween shirt right there trending. All right, looking ahead, here are some smaller hand-selected niches. August 5th is National Oyster Day. August 6th is National Root Beer Float Day. August 7th, International Beer Day. And of course, August 8th had to be International Hangover Day. And then August 10th, International Cat Day, even though cats don't need a day for print-on-demand sales to be on fire in the cat niche. You guys already know that. Let's look at the archive. Now, these are all shirts that were trending 11 months ago, which is like fast-forwarding 1 month from today, which now all of a sudden, all those trendy cat shirts maybe makes a little bit more sense since it was around International Cat Day, but there you go. And here are some removed designs, all removed in the last 24 hours. I notice a shirt that says, "Y'all can kiss my Dallas." Dallas. A bunch of removed designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8. All right, and I did see an Instagram post with a really well-known soccer player wearing that shirt, and maybe that's why it's being removed. I don't know. But either way, that is definitely signal. If you're trying to sell that shirt, I would stop. I would not upload it. That's way too many, in my opinion, to be removed in a 1-day span to think it's safe. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My full print-on-demand course is linked below if you guys want to learn directly from me. And please hit that like button and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you soon at the next video.